What's going on YouTube? My name is ginj-tcg or Chris, and today I'm back with a crazy rogue deck video inspired by my cousin who was talking to me about getting a little martial arts type Pokemon deck flowing, and I'm thinking, hey, what better way to combo Greninja EX, the most notorious ninja Pokemon, but with a kickboxer, Blaziken EX. I feel like the two have some insane synergy from the Pokemons themselves to the cards and their abilities and their attacks. So I figured, you know, let's get this little combo out there cooking for him. I've seen a bunch of different lists. A lot of them play like Enzoric. I don't like that one that much. I think it's too much of a liability, and if you need to play the Reshiram or something to make Zoroark useful, that's a big bench space and stuff, and I feel like that gets kind of hard in a deck like this, so I'm opting to play it with the Dunsparce EX as our draw engine, and I'll just talk about those now, get them out the way. We got the runaway draw ability, draw 3 cards, shuffle it into the deck, no more liability, we're all good. Fezandipiti EX is a bit more, stuck on the bench, but when we get KO'd, we get to draw 3 cards, which is always nice, and Adrenaline Brain just to help with that damage counter for movement. Now, to talk about more of the synergy between Greninja EX and Blaziken, Greninja EX has the Shinobi Blade attack, where you swing for 170 damage and search your deck for a card and put it into your hand, to basically guarantee that if you don't get Iono'd or Unfair Stamped, you've got something that you need the following turn, which is amazing. And the other phenomenal attack in a format with no bench barrier is Mirage Barrage, where you discard 2 energy from this Pokemon and do 120 damage to 2 of your opponent's Pokemon. So if they're playing an evolution deck or a low HP basic deck such as Festival Leads, I don't know why that was the first one that came to mind, you know, you could kind of just bully their Pokemon around. You could snipe out 2 Thwackies, you could snipe out 2 Dracloaks, 2 Curlias, 2 Raltses. Like, there's a bunch of different decks that are insane or rogue that kind of get bodied by Mirage Barrage. And being a nice fighting attacker really helps when you're up against something like Terrabox, which plays Terrapagos, or Joltix Box, which is super popular right now, because you could do 240 to their active Iron Hands EX because of weakness, and then put another 120 on a Joltik if you're already on an odd prize card. You could put some good damage on a Fezandipiti. Even if you boss up Pikachu EX, because you can't do bench damage because it's a Terra Pokemon, you could still kind of limit its ability, because you're getting that aggressive attack, and then, you know, you could spam 2 Mirage Barrages, and the reason you could spam it brings us to Blaziken EX, because you got the Seething Spirit ability, where you can take a basic energy from your discard pile and attach it to one of your Pokemon. So when you use Mirage Barrage and discard 2 energy, normally you want to keep that tempo going. You would love to just spam Mirage Barrage. Well, Blaziken allows you to do that, because if you have 2 Blazikens in play, you just take 2 energy out of the discard pile, throw them back on your Greninja, and just keep the ball rolling. And then what the other thing that's nice about Blaziken, you're doing 200 damage, which is awesome. You know, a little Munkidori action, because these are some tanky Pokemon and can even live a hit from Pikachu EX, since they're at 310 and 320 HP respectively. You can Adrenaline Brain some damage off if you get the Dark Energy down, and then get rid of Pikachu EX. That way you can fix Blaziken's math to get over 220 and take big KOs. Take big KOs on basic EX Pokemon, such as an opposing Fezandipiti EX, or maybe you're up against a 220 HP Pokemon or 210 HP Pokemon like the Ogerpon, something like that. Obviously, Teal Mask Ogerpon, we are swinging for weakness, so I think Blaziken's really got that going for it, which helps a ton. But yeah, I mean, you know, it's the synergy between these two is so much fun, so I definitely wanted to give it a shout before we hop into Destined Rivals, where you get the bench barrier. For the rest of the deck, just a heavy Arven Iono build to ensure we're getting our Buddy-Buddy Poffins and our TM Evos out, getting our Pokemon benched, ready to evolve, and then we're also playing 1 copy of Morty's Conviction for extra draw power, and 1 copy of Crispin for some extra energy, acceleration. Past the manual attachment, and Blaziken, if you're not at the Blaziken yet, you know, maybe you could force Mirage Barrage before your Blazikens are fully evolved with a crazy Crispin play turn 2 if you got the nuts like that. And then for items, we're just going pure, utter consistency. I want 4 Ultra Balls, 4 Rare Candies, 3 Buddy-Buddy Poffins. Literally everything in this deck is Buddy-Buddy Poffinable, which is so nice. So then you really only need 1 copy of Nest Ball just to drag out Fezandipiti or Munkidori whenever it actually is useful, and you could pull off either of them. So I think 1 copy of Nest Ball is fine. We're then playing 2 copies of Vessel to get the energy into our hand, 2 copies of Night Stretcher, because you really don't need to recycle any energy, since Blaziken is going to do that for you, and then 1 copy of Counter Catcher, and our A-Spec will be Unfair Stamp. Unfair Stamp allows us to get a bigger hand, put some more hand disruption on top of our Ionos for our opponent to figure out, and against decks like Terrabox, they have a really hard time responding to Unfair Stamp. But really, anything with a Knockdown build could get really stuck after a good Unfair Stamp. So I think it's a solid A-Spec in a deck like this that kind of functions pretty well as is. And then our Stadium, we're just running a 1 of Artazon just to help get our basic Pokemon, especially Dunsparce. You know, keep that loop going, keep them in play. And a lot of times, you can get Dunsparce down with Artazon, Shinobi Blade, Dudunsparce, call it a day. There's nothing that you need in particular, just take the Dunsparce. Like, you know you're drawing 3, you'll figure it out next turn. Like, that works pretty well with the deck. And one other thing I wanted to just kind of talk about, I mean, I'll be jumping in a Blaziken box more in the next set, which comes out next week, I believe, on CCG Live. But I think this deck gets stronger because we don't have to worry about 60 HP being a liability against Dragapult, because in the next set, there is actually a 70 HP Torchic that comes out with Collect for 1 energy where you draw a card as its attack, which is super helpful if you're really, really in a tight spot. And there's also an 100 HP Combusken, so those are both nice cards to get, which can help this deck out a ton. That's pretty much it for the deck. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope, John, if you're watching, I hope you enjoy this one. This one is for you. And yeah, I mean, let's hop into today's video and get rolling. Welcome to match number 1. Wanted to hop in a second early just to remind everyone, if you're going to TCG Player, you might as well click on my link in the description down below, because we got that TCG Player affiliate link. Doing so and ordering stuff within 48 hours supports the channel in such a massive way. So thank you so much to everyone who's been doing that. I for real really appreciate it. And also, go check out the Battle VIPs podcast, because the time this video is up, the episode would have been live on both Spotify and its own YouTube channel for 1 day. So if you haven't seen it already, go check out the podcast. Now, hopping into this match, we open up with a perfect hand. As long as one of our TM Evos, is in the deck, we got Arven, Buddy-Buddy Poffin, Energy to Attach, TM Evo. We're going to get rolling. We're up against Dragapult. So honestly, this could be a situation where our Blazikens might get a bit more limited with the the Luminous Energy. So this actually might be the Frostlass build, which is pretty interesting, but I think we could work around that for sure. That is literally the best top deck we could have gotten, actually. That is nuts. All right, let's go. Let's get our... Well, that didn't work. All right, I guess we're still battling the lag from the video before, if you kept up with that. And we are going to go Arven, take our Buddy-Buddy Poffin. Team Evo, did I prize check? No, because it's a video, and I really don't want to spend too long making you guys sit here and stare at cards while I figure out what's going on in my life. I just want to make sure we got Combusken and... Oh my god, what was... Frogadier. But no, here, we're gonna go back to the Buddy-Buddy Poffin freeze. Is this the same card that froze my game last time, or was it Nest Ball? It might have been Nest Ball for Okie Dokie. I don't remember. We're just gonna hit done, get out of it. Yo, my game does not like me searching for basic Pokemon over the past day. So we're just gonna ignore all of it, and we're just gonna go not try bouncing. We are going to Evolution and take out our Combusken and our Frogadier. And then from those, we'll have a really solid turn the following turn. Because I have a manual evolution into Blaziken. I've got an Ultra Ball, which gets me Greninja EX. And then I can retreat my Froakie, assuming they don't KO it, into what will be Greninja EX. And then I just use Seething Spirit to get the energy down onto Greninja. And from there, I'm pretty much rolling. I'll have my manual attach. I get Shinobi Blade. If I get Crispin as a top deck, I could potentially pull off a Mirage Barrage. I could swing for weakness on Fezandipiti, take the KO since we would be doing 240 with the fighting attacker, and then also KO my opponent's Dracloak, since that's just sitting on the bench at 90 HP and I'll be doing 120. So this is where you kind of see that early heavy acceleration from a deck like this. My opponent is going to go Brock Scouting to get another GP and a Badoo, and then they'll need an energy to attach retreat, get Badoo in the active to item lock me. Now that could be a little problematic because then I can't Ultra Ball for Greninja EX, and that does kind of shut down my play a little bit, but I mean, it's not the end of the world. I could still get Blaziken in the active. I would just probably need a bit of a better draw, but I do also have access to Morty's Conviction, so I could like Morty's Conviction away, Ultra Ball if our top deck is that essential, and we would draw minimum 4 cards because they have 4 benched Pokemon, so we'll get good value out of that. And yeah, there's the rescue board. They will put us under good item lock, but that's okay. We can turn this prize trade in our favor. I would really like to get one more... Oh wait, no, yeah, they're only swinging 10, so our Froakie actually does live. So they could kill Froakie or Torchic if I could get a Torchic down. I don't have a Fire Energy, sadly. I think we go, what, Morty's Conviction and get rid of the Ultra Ball. I don't want to get rid of the energy because I am in a retreat at some point this turn, and I get Runaway Draw. Now, we did use a supporter, so I can't Iono or Crispin. I obviously can't use my Nest Balls, so I think we just Runaway Draw. You know, like, give me 3 cards. Let me see what we got. I get another Blaziken, Ultra Ball, Buddy-Buddy Poffin. None of them are cards I can play, so I think the best play for us here, honestly, I don't mind just waiting to get KO'd. We could just try bouncing, swing for 30, see if we could take the KO at Froakie. If we can, that would be nuts. It would give my opponent access to Fezandipiti, though, and is it worth that? I don't think so. I think the best play for us is probably to go Blaziken here. Let's get an energy down on Frogadier, and what is this? If the opponent's active Pokemon is now paralyzed, honestly, I don't hate Numbing Water. If I could paralyze their active, they can't move Budu. All they could do is Itchy Pollen. I've got an Iono lined up. That doesn't guarantee it, though. I really don't feel like dealing with item lock again. If they need another turn to item lock, we have Iono, and I'm pretty sure we'll definitely pull it off there. We're fine. We're in a good spot. I don't want to give him access to Fez. KOing Budu is nice here. I can KO Budu literally whenever I want with Mirage Barrage. That is a situation where I really don't mind just passing. I mean, again, Numbing Water would be pretty sick, but if they do evolve into Dragapult EX and they have 3 Jerkloaks, get a Psychic or Fire Energy down, like, we are cooked if they take out my only Frogadier. I mean, I would need Rare Candy, Greninja EX, which I guess isn't the most impossible combo, especially when we have Nest Ball for Fezandipiti and Iono to get me a new 6, but even like Fez, I don't totally want to put down unless I need to. It's just a huge 2-prize liability. It's not hard for Dragapults to bully. I mean, they do it in literally every single matchup. So I don't know if that's even our play. Like, I don't mind an Itchy Pollen. They Itchy Pollen, I Iono. Like, we're cool here. We haven't seen Greninja yet. I've got Iono to draw us a new 6 because we haven't taken any KOs. And if they do retreat KO, we, again, Fez, Iono, like, I think we're cool. And if they retreat into that Dragapult and do take the KO, we also then get access to Ultra Ball to just guarantee us Greninja. So that's also kind of nice. And yeah, there's the Fire Energy. They'll start spreading some damage counters down with Phantom Dive, which is okay. Now, this could be a situation where I even go Crispin, and I try to limit the amount of damage counters, you know, get some heavy Crispin action. They go Unfair Stamp. That's not going to help them yet, but it does encourage me to go Iono. Get that Unfair Stamp out of their hand. They got the EXP share down on Dracloak to help with the energy acceleration, if you will, or I guess more energy spread for themselves. And yeah, they'll retreat into Dragapult. I don't mind a Mirage Barrage here. I mean, we're not swinging for KO, right? No matter what. We could Shinobi Blade for 170 or Smolder Salt for 200. Neither of them get us there. So if we do 120 damage to their active, take out Budu or even Dracloak as well, right, with the XP share. I mean, how would that help us? We would do, what, 170? And then we would be at 290, but then plus a Munkidori play off Crispin could actually get us down there. All right, hold up. We cooking. All right, let's make this work. Let's get this guy here. I'm going to need the full Crispin and probably the Smolder, the Seething Spirit as well. And I get a Dunsparce, which is pretty nice, I have to say. For now, let's get another. I mean, we have to go. Oh my god, there's only Torchic. See, that's such an easy Phantom Dive target, though. So it's like, do I even want another Torchic down? I was really hoping I had another Froakie, but I guess one is KO'd, one is prized. Unfortunate. Not the end of the world. Is Munkidori prized? No, it is not. I don't think this is a turn where I need to go Fez. Do I have my Dark Energy in the deck? That would change everything. Now I'm kind of looking for stuff like that just to make sure it's there. We do have Unfair Stamp. We have our Dark Energy. Yeah, we're good. We're alright. Right, because then I can Ultra Ball away Blaziken. I'm not going to need another one. And not Nest Ball, because I need to Nest Ball for Munkidori here. And I do have one more. I do have my only Greninja in the deck. One is prized there as well. So then I guess Ultra Ball away, Iono, Blaziken. Call it a day. That's fine. Oh my god. Yo, my game hates Pokemon search right now. Oh my lord, dude. It's every time I search my deck, my game just breaks. Is this happening to anyone else, or is this just me? Because I play games that are so much more intensive than Pokemon TCG Live, but for some reason, this game is impossible for me to run. It blows my mind. There we go. All right, so we'll get rid of these two guys. It's like, not like embarrassing. Like, it's TCG Live. I don't get it. Like, I'm not even, what? I'm just playing Ultra Ball, man. I'm playing Buddy-Buddy Poffin. Cards that, like, everyone's got to run. You know, like, almost every single deck runs those cards. Anyways, I'm just complaining to complain. Let's go Crispin here. Let's take out the Dark Energy, and let's get a Fire Energy in play, just in case I need to go Blaziken at any point. We have 2 Water Energy in play. I don't mind spreading the whole setup down. So let's put the Dark Energy in our hand. We'll attach the Fire Energy here. I will get a Dark Energy down evolve into Greninja. And then we've got Seething Spirit. The Adrenabrain will fix the math for Shinobi Blade on top of Mirage Barrage, which helps out a ton here. So we'll get that energy down on our active. I want a Mirage Barrage now, take out that EXP share more than I want a Shinobi Blade right now. And then I'm going to Adrenabrain. Just because I don't want them to evolve. If they evolve into Dragapult EX, we're going to have a much, much rougher time because we can't damage Terra Pokemon with Mirage Barrage. So that's kind of why I want to do it now. Just guarantee it. And then the following turn, a Shinobi Blade will KO the active since we've gotten some Munkidori spread damage onto it. Oh, so 120 there. I don't know why I was like spam clicking. And then 120 there. And then I will discard the Water and Fire Energy. So I'm just still good to Shinobi Blade. I can Seething Spirit, even get like an extra energy down on Greninja if I don't run away draw into something perfect. I can put the Fire Energy down on Blaziken if I need a backup attacker. We get another Froakie. I'm probably not going to need it at this point, especially if I know a prize. What do you call it? My other Greninja EX. Now I do have one more. Oh, that does help a lot. I do have one more Night Stretcher. I don't remember if that's priced either. Did I look for it? No. I'll figure that out midway through. But my opponent is going to get the Luminous Energy down on their other Dracloak. So if they don't evolve into Dragapult EX right now, that Dracloak is also very susceptible to a Mirage Barrage. And actually, if I do 150 damage, assuming I get like a big Adrenabrain off, they have 170, so we still would not be taking the KO. But they are going to take 2 prize cards with Hawlucha. All right. Hey, or excuse me, 1 prize card. Because they're gonna KO Froakie would probably be the smarter line. But then if they do that, I keep Dunsparce, and that's just the Dunsparce I'm going to evolve into, and then it's gone. So like that's cool, I guess. I don't know. And then we always have a 3 prize card play lined up. If we can boss KO Fezandipiti and use Mirage Barrage to KO Hawlucha or Badoo. So this actually, we got another Froakie in hand in case they do chase after Froakie. This could work. This could work. They evolve into Dragapult EX. Yeah, now I figured they had it or would get it somehow. I don't even think they used Flip the Script yet. So I'm not shocked. And they go Unfair Stamp. Okay, so I do lose the Dunsparce. And I'm drawing a new 2, but to be fair, I only had 2 cards in hand. I do know they had that, so it's a shame that I forgot. And I get Ultra Ball. Rare Candy. Actually, that's great. So now if they take out Froakie, Ultra Ball for Dunsparce. Excuse me, draw 3. If they take out Dunsparce, I have a Rare Candy. Well, I won't have 2 cards to Ultra Ball and Rare Candy. Alright. Not ideal. I'll probably have to take the Dunsparce. I'll probably have to get rid of this Rare Candy no matter what. But I haven't used 1 yet, and I play 4 in the deck. So I really don't mind Ultra Balling away a Rare Candy and pretty much whatever my top deck is. There's very few things I think I could top deck that would be more beneficial for me to keep. My opponent sees the spot they're in. They do have to swing. They have to Phantom Dive. They can't retreat or anything. But they also know their Dragapult is going to fall this turn. So that is kind of a shame. Nothing they can do about it. They're going to take out my Dunsparce, excuse me, and leave Froakie there. That's smart. That's smart. Because I do only play 1 Frogadier in the list, so they have a guaranteed 3 prize card turn next turn, which sucks, but whatever. I could take 1 prize card as well, though, with Munkidori here on Badoo, and kind of even my odds a little bit. I don't hate that, to be honest. I don't want to go Fez. I really don't want that sort of liability in play. I think all I want to do here is just go to Dunsparce, and probably Shinobi Blade. Take the KO on the active. We're swinging a perfect 170. I could Seething Spirit, get some extra energy early. Oh, and I get another Froakie, which is honestly pretty good too, considering that I also have Arven. I could go Unfair Stamp right now. Oh my god, wait. Unfair Stamp is in the deck. I think I remember seeing our pink card there, and yes, it is. And I could take out TM Evo just a thin, and I'll put it on the bench Froakie just so I don't accidentally use it. Now, do I bench this other Froakie? Did I check if I prized my other Night Stretcher? No, not at all. So I feel like we send it and bench a Froakie like every time here, right? And then we go Unfair Stamp, put my opponent's hand down to 9, and I'll take my 3 prize cards this turn. That feels pretty good. That feels very good. Ooh, these cards go crazy too. All right, let's get this guy down. Do I ever Mirage Barrage? I don't think so. Not this turn. Maybe next turn. We've got a good Mirage Barrage play lined up for a game. I think for now we just attach the energy to Froakie. I kind of like that line a little bit more. This hand is actually nuts, dude. We're going to Seething Spirit, and I'm going to take the Water Energy to Froakie, because I can always chase down a Seething Spirit to Blaziken manual attach next turn with Blaziken if I need to use Smolder Salt, because it does a little bit more damage, and I could see that being relevant against Fezandipiti EX. So let's put the Water Energy here. And I could say Night Stretcher out, actually, with Shinobi Blade, which is sweet. So yeah, why don't I chase 3? We'll take out Badoo and Dragapult just to take 3 prize cards, and then I'll have 2 left, so I'll just have to boss Fez. So I'll need 2 cards next turn. I'm going to need Boss's Orders and Night Stretcher. So let's Adrenaline Brain and see if I get one of those out of the prize cards. Yeah, I really don't care if they take out Froakie. I mean, they'll take 3 prize cards too, but I think we can handle that. Because we'll have 2 prize cards left and they have 4, so they can only take 3. At least that's the vision I got, is they could take 3. And we get Buddy-Buddy Poffin. Okay, that doesn't really help too much. Let's go Shinobi Blade. Take our big KO. And leave them in a tough spot. They got 2 cards. They do have access to flip the script, but they do need another energy. They'll need like a Briar, which I don't think their list plays. I'm not 100% certain. And we've got 1 Boss's Orders in the deck, 1 Counter Catcher, which actually is a really good out, and our Night Stretcher. I'm going to choose to go Night Stretcher because we have a better chance at drawing into one of 2 cards that we also need, those being Boss and Counter Catcher, because I'm assuming my opponent goes for the 3 prize card play that's nice and lined up for them with the KO on the active and the KO on the benched Froakie with 60 HP, which keeps our Counter Catcher alive. And I just get bossed out of the prize cards. Alright, never mind. We got game in hand. That's clips. Yeah, I boss up Fezandipiti, Night Stretcher, Greninja EX when they KO it. After that, what am I doing here? Rare Candy Evolve, boss, waiting on Fez. Yeah, that's it. Cool game. Sweet. Alright, we just have to dodge Iono. We dodge Iono, we're golden. We're so golden. 6 cards in hand. Fez in the active. Night Stretcher to bring back in energy to probably retreat into Dragapult EX, which leads to a big ol' swing, big ol' KO, big ol' 3 prize turn. Looks good for my opponent. We just gotta dodge 1 silly little supporter that'll knock my hand way down to 2 cards, and I don't know if I could pull it off after that. So that would be pretty terrifying, I'm not gonna lie. But hey, here's the Dragapult. Come on, just Phantom Dive. Just give it to me. Come on. I need to see it. I'm just stressing. I don't know what else y'all want me to yap about while I wait and see while my opponent sits here and does absolutely nothing. Yo, come on, dog. Get your vibe rolling. Come on, just Phantom Dive, boss. Yep, there it is. And that is going to wrap it up nicely for game number 1. Oh, I'm so sorry. Someone texted me. I just had to check, make sure what is going on. Like, we're all good. My girlfriend and I are actually moving. Well, moved in together now, but we are moving into a slightly bigger apartment, so we're just filling out those applications, getting it all set up. So just making sure I didn't accidentally miss anything, so I apologize. Anyways, let's do our thing. Let's get Froakie in the active spot. We are good to go against Dragapult EX, the top dog right now. We just made it look like a fool. Actually, we had Arven in our hand for Counter Catcher that whole time? I didn't even think of that. Yeah, we were chilling. We had game in hand before I realized we had game in hand. I would have got there. I would have got there. Anyways, I don't need to, because I got boss. Greninja EX, although most people know it as a water type, the card game does know it as a Terra fighting type, so we'll swing for 340 on the liability that I didn't want to play for this exact reason. Very easy to Pokemon to work around. I don't need to search my deck for anything. We are all good. I just want to take out the active. And boom, game number 1. I will see y'all in game number. Welcome to match number 2. We're up against Zoroark and Zoroark. This is gonna be a fun matchup. I like our odds into it. They're good into evolution decks. We're good into evolution decks. We'll see who's better into evolution decks with this matchup, and they lead Ends Darumaka. Now, what's kind of a shame is I have 1 stadium out. They most likely have like 2 or 3. So, I mean, it would be awesome if they just throw one down now, because then I could bump it and not feel bad about myself. But I probably oh, actually, I guess I don't even have to play Artazon yet. I could Arven for Buddy-Buddy Poffin TWM Evo, just like last game, and go double Buddy-Buddy Poffin and just get myself ready to rumble. And they could probably take the first 2 prize KO. That's fine. There is a good chance I could take 4 prize cards in a turn in a match like this, depending on the bench setup they have and what we could do with Munkidori again, which is proving to be more and more of a critical card for this deck. Let's Arven. Let's hope that searching doesn't break my deck again, and let's go Buddy-Buddy Poffin TWM Evo. I don't think, yeah. I don't know. Like, I guess I could have taken Rare Candy or Ultra Ball. Not Rare Candy, but Ultra Ball, definitely. Not the end of the world. Not going to stress it. I kind of want to just establish a solid bench with multiple Torchics and multiple Greninjas, assuming one is prized. Okay, well, look, we tried. Do I have multiple? I do have multiple Blazikens. Okay, that's good. That's good. So then I think here I go Dunsparce, and I will go another Froakie. I don't know if they could KO my active in one turn. That would be pretty bad. If they could. But I think more importantly, I want to get 2 Greninjas down in this matchup a little bit more. And then I like the attach. I like the TM Evo. We got the Dunsparce, Boss. We got TM Evo. I believe I did see Frogadier and Combusken in the deck. So we could get these guys out now. And then, yep, we got a little 90 HP Pokemon sitting down right there. And a little 90 HP Pokemon sitting down on our Greninja. So now next turn, all I need to do is get Ultra Ball, get Blaziken EX, or Greninja EX, and we should be good to go. Unless I get Crispin, I don't think there's a way I could pull off a Mirage Barrage immediately, but if I could take out Ends Darumaka before it evolves into Ends Darmanitan, that would feel awesome. And my opponent is hitting the ground running with 2 Ends Zoroark and the first Ends Castle going down and an Iono. Okay, that's a bit unfortunate. Don't mind another hand. I mean, our hand was amazing, yes, but there are a couple other pieces of the puzzle we need, and this might actually do it. I'm not gonna lie. We got Crispin, we got Ultra Ball, we got Blaziken EX. My god, can I get Blaziken and Greninja down this turn with a turn 2 Mirage Barrage again, and hopefully take out Ends Darumaka. But I mean, the chance of my opponent and they get rid of Turo, oh my god, that is, they are gonna regret that unless they play Palpad, excuse me, and they do. Okay, they do get it down this turn. Now I need to check. We got the Dark Energy. Can I get Munkidori down? Because if they do attack and not do full, like take a full KO, dude, I could put 2 damage counters on Ends Darmanitan. Like, that's not hard to Munkidori KO if we need to. They're gonna Buddy-Buddy Poffin. Did I say 3 buddies? I don't know what I said. This is a lot of recording. I always forget how much recording 2 videos back to back is sometimes. And they got Badoo, so they can retreat for free and then item lock me. So again, just like that last match, I might not be able to pull off the nuts. But that's okay, right? Like, does that stop me at all? I mean, we could Crispin Scratch, take the KO. I don't love it, but it does get the job done if I need to. We evolve into Blaziken. My opponent didn't get any energy down. They don't have Fezandipiti down right now. I could retreat and just go into a Blaziken EX, right? If we have a Fire Energy in the deck, maybe that's a little bit better. Keep a tankier Pokemon in the active. They're probably not going to be able to one-shot it. They could Flame Body Cannon, take out Frogadier. If that's the case, we'll figure something else out. I like that. I think that's probably our best out. So let's Crispin. Let's take out a Fire Energy and a Water Energy. We can put the... It doesn't really matter which energy goes in our hand. We're going to accelerate both of these. So we'll take the Water Energy, smack that down on Blaziken. We will take the Fire Energy. Did I prize check if Munkidori is prized? No. So that's cool. And then let's just retreat into Blaziken. I still do have Seething Spirit, and I am going to take full advantage of that. Okay, here's what I'm going to do. Here's what we're going to do. We are going to Seething Spirit. I'm going to put, and this might be a little crazy, I know, the energy on Froakie, because if I put it on Frogadier, Flame Body Cannon has so much value in carrying that Frogadier, especially when we prize a Greninja, which my opponent doesn't know, but I know. So I'm going to put it on Froakie, so now it's like, okay, do you take out the one I don't need Rare Candy for, or do you take out the one I need 1 less energy to go Mirage Barrage for? I think that kind of puts me in a, like, not a perfect situation, but a decent one. We'll take a KO on Badoo. Yes, we are going on to odd prize cards. We don't have any damage on their Zoroarks right now, so that means they can't just instantly go Ends Reshiram and just make me heavy cope, which is good. And if there's no item lock this turn, I got Ultra Ball to Dunsparce, heavy draw, worth golden. I also got Ultra Ball for Greninja EX, you know, like I got Nest Ball for Munkidori right now, which could always feel pretty good, especially if they Flame Body Cannon this turn. I'll have 90 HP, or 90 damage done to Blaziken, which I can bounce around. Now, I can't attack with Blaziken this turn unless it leaves the active and returns, which we also can pull off insanely easily because we retreat into Dunsparce, Ultra Ball for Dunsparce, use the ability, shuffle it into the deck, re-promote Blaziken, swing 2 hundo again. Not a bad out. Yes, my opponent can one-shot with Reshiram. It's annoying. I know, but I can Mirage Barrage, hopefully take 3 prize cards in a turn, because then I can also move damage onto Ends Darmanitan and put it down to 120 HP left remaining and go for a 3 prize card turn. And they're going to go Counter Catcher, leave my Blaziken in the active, and they're actually going to take my Frogadier. So I'm probably going to lose both Froakies this turn, as well as an Iono to get the Ultra Balls and Dark Energies out of my hand. But that's fine, because now, when they take their KO, all I do is just promote Blaziken. And we're in a decent spot. They'll take 2 prize cards, you know what? So I could Counter Catcher their Darmanitan here. And we have access to Fez and Dudunsparce. This is pretty good. Now, my opponent still has 0 energy in play. They do need 2 of those if they want to make something happen, or Reversal Energy, which they can retreat into Darmanitan, leave it in the active, then I don't even need Counter Catcher. That doesn't feel too bad at all, honestly. Did they retreat this turn? They just evolved the active. I don't remember. Use trade, evolved. Yeah, they did evolve, and they retreat into Darmanitan. Use Flame Body Cannon. No, they get rid of their own stadium and play Artazon. Well, I'm not complaining about that. That is fine by me. I'm gonna take out your, oh yeah, that makes sense. Take out another Darumaka, because you know I'm gonna KO your active. That's smart. That's smart. I could still try to go for a Munkidori play, depending on what I draw into. Gosh, there is so much value in taking out 2 Froakies there, Frogadier Froakie. Yep, that did a thing. that hurts. Okay, so how do I work around this? Now I want to definitely take out their active. We definitely go Blaziken here. We got a Smolder Salt. Let's get full value out of it. What else do we do? We got Ultra Ball, which is pretty sweet. I could go Artazon for Munkidori right now, but that doesn't even feel too amazing. I think, you know what, let's just start it off with the little Dudunsparce, with the little runaway draw maybe. Yeah, because then if I runaway draw and I get Froakie or Munkidori, I can Artazon for the other, and I actually get neither of them. I do get Arven though, and I do have access to Fez, but do I want to play Fez? I could play Fez and go Unfair Stamp with Arven. Put them down to 2 cards. I know they have access to trade, but it shuffles their whole deck, and they should be very close, if not already there, to drawing an energy. And I kind of do like that. I don't have damage down, so I don't think I need Munkidori yet. Let me just take out my last Froakie, because I really do want to set up a Froakie in this matchup. I still did not check if Munkidori's prize. Later issue. And by later, I mean right now. I'm not going to forget this time. So let's take out these. And Munkidori's there. We know we got Greninja. Dark Energy's there. How many candies are in the deck? 2. Golden. That works. That works for us. We do have Ultra Ball. Don't totally want to Counter Catcher, get rid of the bosses. I think I just want to attach the TM Evo to Froakie, rip a little Unfair Stamp, put them down to 2 cards, shuffle their whole deck, tell my opponent, hey, go find some more energy. I know you didn't get any last time, and I'm hoping you don't get any more this time. And I'm going to get Vessel, too. I didn't use a manual touch this turn, did I? No, I did not. But I do really like my hand. I don't want to get rid of anything yet. So let me flip the script first. I like Arven for Rare Candy next turn. I don't need another Torchic, though. So that is a very, very cuttable card. Or by cuttable, I mean like discardable. And then I could Vessel for Dark Energy. Do I even... Yeah, I do take the Dark Energy every time in a Water Energy. And if they go another Flame Body Cannon, take out Froakie at this point, like, oh, sure. Okay. I will accept that. Like, there's not much I can do about it. So let's just Seething Spirit, and let's just get that Froakie ready to rumble next turn. And then, yeah, I did that. Did just about everything I think I could do. So we'll just go Smolder Salt, KO, put us back on even prizing. And we've got a 3 prize turn lined up next turn. If, you know, I can make the most happen. Do we get Greninja? No, we get Rare Candy. So I don't even need to Arven for Rare Candy. We can Ultra Ball, get rid of Arven, probably get rid of our top deck, and then go Iono, assuming my opponent does take a prize card. We can put him back down to 3 prize cards and really just limit that hand size. We are going to make him trade for absolutely everything. They are going to Artazon thin 1 card out of the deck, probably ends Reshiram, if I had to take a guess. I mean, they're seeing we're relying on Blaziken, and I don't mind it. I mean, Blaziken is a very, very strong card. Sadly, we only do have 1 Munkidori. No, they fail it. They prized Reshiram. 100%. They probably just play a 1-of. I think when I played Enzork, I did also just play a 1-of against Chef Husky the other week. I feel like that's just a very stock, very steady list. If you prize it, you prize it. Ends Darmanitan is a very, very strong attacker. It can buy you some time, especially in the early game, to get out the Reshiram. And my opponent, did they just play Jock, or they traded Jock and Darumaka? Okay. And now they're trading a Dark Energy so they could use Ends PP up, one of the best card names ever printed, if you ask me. And they got a full 6-card hand, but they got no more draw. So what could be a little difficult for a second to work around is if they go boss just to stall. They got the energy down on the bench. Do they have Ends PP up as well as Ends Darmanitan? And no, they do not. Oh, this is gonna be bad for my opponent. All right, that works. What did I get? I got Buddy-Buddy Poffin off the top deck. I don't need that. I don't need that at all. So we are going to go Ultra Ball. We're gonna get rid of Arven here and Buddy-Buddy Poffin. I really don't think I need that. I like having Artazon down. It's kind of nice. And I'm gonna take Greninja EX. And then we can Artazon for Munkidori manual attach right now. Excuse me, Rare Candy. And then I also have Iono to give me a new hand. Yeah, this feels pretty good. So let's Artazon here. We can take Munkidori, manual attach the Dark Energy to Munkidori, just so that's all said and done. And then we've got Iono, we got a Retreat, Seething Spirit, Golden. Could have Generabrained the 1 damage. I don't know if that ever becomes relevant. So I mean, we definitely Retreat. That much we know. And I like Mirage Barrage. I want to take out Darmaka. I don't want N to have any Pokemon to copy, so I definitely need to do that. So let's just take the Fire Energy. It doesn't matter as long as we can just simply do the attack. So let's take this, throw this here. And then Iono, I'm just going to put it back in the discard pile is what I'm thinking. And what's nice about Mirage Barrage, too, I do 240, so even if they get Ends Reshiram, or I do 120, so if they use Ends Reshiram, they're only doing 240, which is not enough to KO Greninja, which is really nice. And I get Rare Candy Blaziken. Oh my god. Yeah. Yeah, we maybe, do I? You know what, actually? I like the Seething Spirit. I want 4 energy on Greninja, so that it is just a manual attach away from devastation next turn. And I will Munkidori this damage counter in case it ever becomes relevant onto this guy, because that looks like the next card I'm gonna have to figure out. And then I think here we go, Mirage Barrage. We got 2 amazing supporters in hand, so I'm gonna do 120 to their active and then 120 here. Falling on an odd prize is a little annoying, but like it's totally manageable. And then next turn we could just put 1 Seething Spirit on the active if we're worried about it getting KO'd the following turn, just so there's only 1 energy left on it. And we could put an energy on something like Blaziken and just use that as our cleanup. We got Munkidori to help kind of fix the math, maybe try to force a 1-shot KO on my opponent's Zoroark. Yes, they have 3 trades. There is no Pokemon. There is the Ends PP up. They need Ends Castle if they want to get their active out, ready to attack, and they go Fezandipiti. Now that is a nice Pokemon to put 1 damage counter on. Maybe I should have saved that damage counter on Blaziken EX for Fez, and no, they go Maractus. Yo, and you got Ends Castle, I bet too. No, you go Iono, and then you got your triple trade. And Fez. You didn't do anything, did you? I just Iono'd you into all of that. Yes, I did. Good job. That's a ridiculous Iono. And you're going to try to just, I guess, stick my active? Or who else would you stick, right? Do you have an ideal Pokemon? I don't think so. I mean, what? Take Blaziken. I'm going to run you over. Take Munkidori. I guess I can't do much more than a Generabrain, but I'll just keep Genebraining. You're doing 20 damage. You take Dunsparce. I'm going to evolve it, tell you to figure it out. You take Fezandipiti. I will Cruel Arrow. I don't care. Like this Fez will become lethal to whatever benched Darumaka I see hit the field. Or just load up some early damage on Zoroark, because, like, you know, I'll put 100 damage on a little Zoroark, maybe a Fezandipiti, you know, go for Cruel Arrow KO on Fez after 3 shots, if that's what I gotta do. I don't know. I like the Maractus. I don't know what destroys me. I have 2 energy in the discard pile. I will Cruel Arrow this turn. I will Blaziken this turn. I'll use the Dunsparce and attack. Wait, no, or is that 4 energy? I don't remember. It's not a good attack, but, like, if I need to stand on business, I'll do it. Yeah, so what does my opponent do with the rest of the turn? They have 10 cards in their hand. They just pass. Oh, good night streaks. Oh, good night. I mean, I don't need the Dunsparce is the thing. I think I just attach an energy to Blaziken because it's a fire energy and that feels good. We go Seething Spirit every time. We are gonna get another. Honestly, I don't know how if I did Dunsparce into boss, I've got games, so I will do that. I will do as much thinning as possible. I'm gonna take this last energy. I'm gonna put it on Greninja EX just in case I don't totally get there, and then I can Mirage Barrage. But what I'm thinking is I boss Fezandipiti or Maractus at that point, and then I don't have the final KO on Zoroark. It's not damaged enough for that. But I mean, Munkidori could fix that too, because it'd be 240. I guess it might be 10 damage short. Wow, that 10 damage is so relevant in so many places. I'm still gonna do Dunsparce, still gonna look for it. I got Artazon to bring Dunsparce back, and I don't mind 3 more cards. Nest Ball, Counter Catcher, Blaziken, not amazing cards. Not awful, though. I mean, they're totally playable. Well, Artazon will bring back a Dunsparce. And we're 3 cards deeper in our deck, and you won't hear me complaining about getting Counter Catcher. So I think we Mirage Barrage here. Keep heavy pressure on the active Zoroark. Put it within Munkidori KO range. And I'm almost tempted to take Maractus out. It's a prize that puts us back on even prizing. And let's do this. Because then if you attack me, pretty much period, I'm going to go to work with Munkidori, which is scary. So this works. And I don't know how my opponent one-shots me here. What do I get out of the prize cards? I mean, I don't know if there's really anything I'm looking for too much. Greninja EX, that's cool. I mean, that was really helpful earlier in the game. At this point, I'm kind of just doing my thing. Spam Mirage Barrage, got a good Shinobi Blade as a backup. I mean, I don't need to put any damage on Fez, because if I could get boss's orders, I just boss up Fezandipiti, Mirage Barrage KO. Like, I don't need extra damage there. We do have a fighting Pokemon in play, still. And if they attack me, Munkidori Blaziken also gets us there, so we're okay. Like, I like just needing 2 prize cards left. I still have room where they could fall down to 1 prize card. I don't know how they take a 3 prize turn, but they could. And then I got Counter Catcher live. I think here, again, we sit in an amazing spot where we had too much bulk on our bench sniping Pokemon that my opponent just cannot handle, despite playing a deck built to deal with evolution Pokemon. This is why I love a little Blaziken right now, man. I think Blaziken Greninja is such a good combo, such a crazy call. But I could totally see the value in it, and on how this thing just goes to town on different decks. We are going to see another trade from my opponent. I don't think we've seen Flip the Script yet. No, we led with Flip the Script. So yeah, we just got 1 more trade, which is cool. They'll have 18 cards in their hand, but they'll have no cards left in their deck if they do that. So they will have to play Iono or Rod or something like that. And they do go for the trade. How are you going to replenish your deck? Because if you don't, you get rid of boss. There is no good boss target. That is very fair. I guess now we don't have an energy. The Cruel Arrow technically wouldn't be live. But they can't stick it in the active without Maractus, and to do that we're going to need to see Rod or Night Stretcher, and if it's not a Rod, all I have to do is pass for turn and I win the game. So, yeah, my opponent's got the rest of their deck. There's the Rod. Okay, I was waiting for it. I'm like, I know you got it. There's no way you don't play like 1 Rod, 1 Night Stretcher, or something along the lines. And you take out 2 Darmakas and Darmanitan, which is a little too late, I believe, at this point, because 1 Mirage Barrage, or just attack. I mean, if you don't move out of the active, you just lose. So there's that. Why have we not seen more energy in play yet? You got Maractus. You are going to bring up Fez, aren't you? You are. And you're going to sit behind Fez the whole time. That's okay. 2 turns of Maractus, and Munkidori is going to KO your Zoroark. So this is acceptable. This is fine. And you Turo up your Zoroark. Well, I tried, didn't I? I don't really have a switch out, but I don't think I'm too worried about a switch out at this point. I kind of like the position I'm in. Right? You need an Artazon to Darbuck out. And then what else? I don't know. I really don't know. Now I'm like scared even. Is there a correct spot to put this Munkidori damage? I'm not sure. We did fail the Vessel, so I did reveal to my opponent that there's only 2 energy in the deck, and those 2 energy are just Blade. That's that. I'll Arven for what? Is there literally anything worth Arvening for? Maybe we could Munkidori, throw the 2 damage counters. Yeah, maybe we just keep it rolling. Let's take this, throw it on Zoroark. I haven't seen Reshiram. You've had your entire deck to figure that out, so I really am just assuming it's kind of prized at this point. And then we can Arven for Ultra Ball. Take out Dudunsparce. Right. Is there anything in my deck that could get us there? Oh, actually, we couldn't. No, I can't retreat because I'm retreat locked. Okay. That's fine. Is there any supporter that I really want? Yo, Iono would be nuts. I'm not gonna lie. Just tell my opponent, hey, you drew your whole deck. Do it again. Let's get rid of Nest Ball. Honestly, you know what? Let's just get rid of these guys. Like, I don't think I'm gonna need them at this point. We're kind of just vibing, kind of just doing our thing. Let's evolve here. I don't really want to get the energy any which way yet, just because I can't attack. So I actually don't see value in Seething Spear. I do like Boss's Orders though. And then we get Iono the following turn, because my opponent did not get a Darumaka down. I am going to Artazon for the Dunsparce, because I do have a Dunsparce in my hand. And I think we just pass. We're cool. We're chilling. Now, I do need to get 8 damage counters on Zoroark EX to one-shot it with Blaziken, because that is our hardest-hitting attacker into that specific card. But at some point, they have to get Maractus out of the active, or do they? I mean, they could theoretically just deck us out, right? But if they have no more Iono, which they might not. Ooh, they get their own Munkidori down. Little Munkidori war, we're just going to ping 3 back and forth. That's fair. I mean, you've played 3 Iono, 2 Turo. You actually might not have any more Iono. You might just be at risk of decking out at this point. You played Gerard. Your deck would be cooked way before mine is. I've got an Iono. I'll Iono before I deck out. You put 3 damage counters onto Greninja EX. Well, I'll have to throw those back. I don't know onto who. Maybe that 1 energy on Blaziken wasn't totally worth it. And you're just going to keep damage on Fez. That's fine, though. Do I even care if you have damage on Fez? Not really. Now, what I could do is force an Ends Castle, force a Stadium Bump, just to see, and go boss right now and boss up Ends Zoroark without the energy. It's not the prettiest play, but, I mean... I'm just curious how my opponent responds. In case they do have another Iono, I'm just going to play Dunsparce, leave it there. I don't want to Iono them yet, because the deck out option might legitimately be our best way to win. So I am just going to Adrenabrain all the damage right back onto this guy. And then, yeah, we could Seething Spirit, a couple energy. Not worth it. If I had Cruel Arrow, it would be so chillin'. Take out Munkidori this turn, and then next turn... take out Fezandipiti, because we still have more damage on our side of the board to Adrenabrain. But no, I threw energy onto Blaziken, thinking I was thinking ahead, and it turns out that actually hurt me a whole hell of a lot more, so there's that. My opponent has 1 card left in the deck. I'm pretty sure they definitely have Darumaka, because they put 2 of those, 1 Darmanitan back. And since there's only 1 card left, they either took 2 Darumakas or 1 Darumaka, 1 Darmanitan. What? Oh, excuse me, they could bench. And they play Blood Moon or Saluna. Okay, so that's another option that they have. If you go Ends Castle, you go Iono. Sure, there's your 4th Iono. You got 13 cards in your deck, I got 15 in mine, and I got the Dunsparces. So I'll figure this out. What do? You got a couple trades and nothing. You got nothing. Alright, well, I attach a treat then. Every time here we go attach a treat. Right? I don't... Oh, I could get boss, actually, because I do have... Ultra Ball? No. Let's go Seething Spirit. I don't even hate... I mean, if I get boss, I just win. I do need to attach Retreat. So we'll just take this energy, smack it on Fez. We'll use Runaway Draw. See what we got going on. And I don't get anything too useful right now. I mean, I guess... I mean, who do we retreat into? I could go Mirage Barrage, take out Munkidori, or take out Maractus, because Maractus is a legit win-con at this point. Right? I mean, let me check. Is it just Countercatcher I have left, or do I have Boss? Because I don't think I actually ever use that Countercatcher. So we'll take a Dunsparce out, and I do have a Boss's Orders in the deck. I don't think I have any more draw options right now, other than an Iono of my own, which I really don't feel the need to do. So I think we just retreat here. And we... Or do we... No, we 100% take out Maractus here. So I just start to overload Munkidori. Like, put damage counters in so many different places until my opponent, hey, like, figure this one out. So we'll put damage counters on Munkidori too, because now that's another single prize Pokemon we can bully. We go the Seething Spirit. I do have Ultra Ball in hand, so you draw me out boss next turn, hopefully. We're going to smack that energy here, and Maractus, I think, is the biggest threat. So I do want to take that guy out with Mirage Barrage. I could go Shinobi Blade, right? But, I mean, Oh, wait. No, never mind. We just went. I forgot. This isn't 120 to active. We just do that. Wow, that was a lot of overthinking. I don't know why in my brain I had that as 120 to active, 120 to bench. No, it's just 120 to 2 Pokemon. Just, that's it. Whoopsies. My fault. I dragged that one on a little bit longer than I needed to. Totally forgot. Hey, we're 2-0. Let's hop into match number 3 and see if we can cook up a perfect record with a little fighting ninja kickboxing duo between the two. Welcome to match number 3, and I know you're probably looking at this and you're like, wow, it's an amazing start, but why are you leading Munkidori? That is a nightmare of a choice. And that is because if I don't top deck an energy, I need to Arven for Earthen Vessel TWM Evo, and then I can evolve my Torchic and Froakie that way. So I feel a little bit more comfortable with the Munkidori in the active here. My opponent is getting the early acceleration down on the double Dreepy, getting 2 Master Ball Dreepies and playing energy, and going gear for a Crispin, and they go Town Store, which does give me access to TM Evo on top of Arven also giving me access to TM Evo. So that actually feels pretty good. I do like our starting hand. I mean, it's solid. Is it as good as the first 2 games? Probably not. By much, no, not at all. I mean, this is an amazing hand. Like, this is great. This is golden. This is why we play 2 vessels, just in case, you know, we'll take a little peek at our prize cards. We're definitely going to need stamp. My opponent is doing some heavy prize checking, which I love to see, man. Play this competitively. I hope we're playing Dragon Ball at the absolute highest level. So my little, you know, like fighting duo can make a fool of ya. They are going to take their time, get out a rescue board. They'll probably try to go for a Badoo item lock next turn, which is really good if I could TM Evo both Pokemon, because then I don't need Rare Candies for at least a little bit, hopefully. You know, they'll both be at 90 HP, sitting pretty from Phantom Dive. Susceptible to boss, but they're probably going to Crispin next turn. And we get Frogadier out. No. Oh, gosh. Oh, that ruins everything. Oh, my lord. Oh, that's not good. All right. We could do this. So what we do here is we Arven, we take out Vessel TM Evo, right? Because we do have Unfair Stamp. We got Vessel, we got TM Evo. This is good. And then we also have our other TM Evo in the deck, so we can Town Store. We're going to make this work. I'm confident in this deck's abilities. Do we have all 4 Rare Candies in the deck? I'm going to need them over the next couple turns. Yes, we do. Do we got 3 more Arvens? Yes, we do. All right. We're good. So here, I'm going to have to Vessel away TM Evo for 2 energy. I'm going to take a basic Water Energy, and I'm also going to take a Dark Energy. I'm going to Ultra Ball away the Water Energy, attach the Dark to Munkidori just so they get discarded together, because they're kind of a combo. And if they don't, like if they go for a boss play, then Munkidori just has the Dark Energy set up, ready to go, which I love. Before I do anything dumb by mistake, I'm just going to get these guys down. I'm going to Ultra Ball here for a Water Energy and a Frogadier to the discard pile. I'm going to take out Dunsparce so that I can TM Evo into Combusken and Dudunsparce, and then I've got a decent draw engine. I got a guaranteed Blaziken. I don't have a guaranteed Greninja, but you know, I like my odds of figuring it out. So let's get Dudunsparce down, and of course we got our little Combusken. Thank gosh, I didn't even check if that guy was in the deck. And a little pass on over to my opponent. So this got a little bit shaky to start, but I honestly think we worked around it pretty well. I'm pretty proud to math that one through, because I am clocking out. I am getting more and more tired sitting here and yapping for this long, and I'm recording the podcast today as well, so it's actually going to be a triple recording day on top of class. So despite being a day off of work, I swear it does not feel like much of a day off, and my opponent goes Jacques to get 2 Draclokes into play, which allows 2 more recon directives. They really don't need to rush the Crispin, but if I could pull off a little Shinobi Blade, Mirage Barrage, that would be devastating to my opponent. Now, how would I do that? I don't know. I would need to Dunsparce into Crispin Rare Candy. If I could do that, I got game, assuming they bench no other Pokemon. If I can't do that, well, then this game is going to be more than 30 seconds, and I can't do that because now there's a 3rd Pokemon down. So even if I pull off such a cool play as that one, it won't matter. So all I'm hoping is I could just take out a Dracloak and do some good damage to my opponent's board. Go take out one of their middle evolutions, especially the one with the energy and the rescue board. I mean, that one's got heavy value. There is a guaranteed retreat into Dreepy or a Dragon Headbutt. Oh my gosh. What? There's no way you did not retreat that guy. All right, boss. I mean, hey, if that's the line you had lined up for yourself, we're gonna evolve here. I don't have a Fire Energy down, so funny enough, that actually does a little bit right now. I'm gonna Dunsparce here. I don't want to get a Torchic down because it's just such an easy KO, and I get Arven for Rare Candy. Oh my gosh! All right, so maybe I do actually get a. Nah, no, I don't. I go one Froakie, one Dunsparce. We've got both Greninjas. Yes, we do. This is the first game. We got both Greninjas. And I'm going to take advantage of it. And then we go Arven here just for the Rare Candy. We are going to take out their active and put 3 damage counters on that Dreepy and try to set that guy up for a KO because this guy might be stuck in the active. I don't know. It just... maybe I do put it on Dracula. This is the next likely attacker, right? So I take the damage here, throw it here, and then I retreat this. I Seething Spirit, the Water Energy to Greninja, and then I retreat the Munkidori. But what's nice is next turn, I Seething Spirit the Dark Energy onto Munkidori, and then we still have, you know, damage counters to play with if my opponent doesn't pull off the attack. But what's super, super nice, you know, actually, do I even... I'm going to bench a Torchic down. My opponent broke out like that. I'm gonna Shinobi Blade. 170, take a KO. Now, what do I search for? Because this is going to be huge. I could take the Dunsparce, but we could get more value than just the Dunsparce. Iono feels pretty good. It probably feels like the best supporter. And I definitely want to just guarantee a supporter in a hand like this. I like taking a new 5. I could Morty's, but if they don't fill up a bench, it's not going to feel great. I want to just see if I could get a Rare Candy Blaziken play out, because it's got 60 HP, and I think this is our best chance to guarantee it. It could get us to Dunsparce. It could get us really whatever could potentially be needed. And then off the prize card, we get Fezandipiti, which is also nice if my opponent goes for a KO line somehow. I mean, we definitely need to heal Munkidori a little bit more. I don't want it getting as close as it kind of is to a Phantom Dive KO. It's got 40 damage done to it. Phantom Dive could do 60 more, leave it at 10, and then they could do, you know, like some damage on Froakie, some damage on Munkidori for the KO, swing on the active at that point, you know, probably take a KO because it would have been the second shot. Like, there's a lot my opponent could do, and they get Fez down. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. We're gonna start cooking here. So I need one more energy to manual attach. And then I have an energy in the discard pile. I can Mirage Barrage onto, just in case. But if I could pull off double Blaziken next turn, like, we're pulling off Mirage Barrage, we're pulling off Adrenaline Brain. What does my opponent do from there? They go their own Iono. No, they just scoop. They didn't have it like that. They didn't have Crispin. They couldn't even attack. Oh, my God. Yo, talk about pace, man. This deck is out for blood, and I love it, dude. I love it so much. That was an awesome, awesome video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I had a ton of fun playing it. This deck is actually so crazy to run, so definitely give it a try. And yeah, with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed. Tune into Battle BIP's podcast. Episode went up yesterday on Spotify and YouTube. Go check it out. Sweet. Stay epic. Peace.